Welcome to RV Quick Tips.
Quick tips.
Hey guys, it's Barrett with the Gimpy Camper. So I'm going to tell you, when we first got this camper, the lights in there are great. They're way better than the lights that were in my old camper. A lot of them are switched together, and then you have some that are spread here and there that are just like the push button lights, have the button in the middle, you push it and turn it on. One of those is right above where your head is when you're in bed, and it's supposed to be like a reading light or a night light or something like that, just to help you if you need a little bit of light in the middle of the night, right? We never use that thing. Why? Because you're laying there and you're in bed and you flip that thing on and it's like the sun blazes down into your eyeballs. So because of that, we hardly ever use that light. I was initially planning on putting a dimmer switch on that existing light, and I was looking online, and those are pretty expensive, the ones that I found. And not only that, then you have to wire it in, you have to have somewhere for the switch, and it's just got a little complicated. And so we were down at my friend Steve's at Shelburne RV, and I was doing some other stuff looking around in there, and I happened to find this light. It's made by Archon. It's a Euro dimmable LED light. And I'm going to tell you, this thing works great for its intended purpose. So this light basically has a slider dimmer built into the light fixture. And so basically you just put the new light fixture on, and this one, you just turn it on by sliding the dimmable switch however much you want it. I will tell you that this light doesn't seem to be very bright to me, but that's the whole reason that we got another light, because we didn't want one real bright. So in this instance, it didn't make a difference. They do have the double light version of the same apparatus, but the single light version was great for what we wanted. I really can't tell that much of a difference in the low setting and the high setting. My wife said she could, but I really couldn't tell that much difference. But for our intended purpose, this light has been great. So I'm just going to walk you through how we changed it out real quick. So basically all you do is you take that the 12-volt light that's on there and the plastic cover that's got the button in it where you push it in the middle. Basically all you do is turn that counterclockwise and that'll pop right off. Then there's usually 3 screws in there. You just want to take those 3 screws out, and that'll expose the wiring. This is where it's really important to know which wire is the 12-volt wire and which wire is the ground wire. Now, RV manufacturers aren't very good about keeping good standards as far as those colors. And so what's really best here is to use a voltmeter to figure out which one's the positive if you have any doubt in your mind at all. So after you do this, you're going to want to cut the power, because that's the safest bet. You just turn it off. You want to turn that power disconnect switch off, or disconnect the battery, unplug the shore power, just do all that stuff, because it's just the safest practice. Also, I'm not a professional here. I just imitate one. So do this at your own risk. I'm just telling you how I did it. So basically after that point, then you can take those existing wires and you can cut them off, or if they're on with a wire nut or something, you can take those off however you feel necessary, okay? Then you just connect the 2 12-volt wires and you connect the 2 ground wires, and then you should have power on there. So after you connect those, you can use like a small wire nut, or you can use a 12-volt connector. Just put a little bit of tape over it just to have some extra precaution there, and it's mainly to hold that connector in place a little bit stronger, because this thing's bouncing down the road all the time and you just want a little bit of extra strength there. So after that, you can go connect that power back up again and then test it out and make sure it works. Then all you do is you take the lens off of that light. You just squeeze a little bit and it pulls right off. And behind there would be some screw holes. I think there's 3 or 4 screw holes. So you just take it and hold it up there, and then you just put the screws in. Now I will warn you that you want to be very cognizant about where that wire is that's going down to the light, because that's going to be a hollow panel up there in that cabinet probably. That's the way most of them are built. And you just really don't want to put a screw right into that wire. And so you can usually see just kind of the way that the wire's running, just from the direction that it comes out into the hole. And you just kind of want to move that around a little bit with your fingers reached up in there if you have to, just to keep the wire safe. So after you put those screws in, all you gotta do is pop that lens cover back on and you're done. This project's over. Boom. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching this week's quick tip video. If you're interested in more, I have a whole video playlist on quick tips. But thanks for checking us out.
Do not forget to hit that subscribe button.